Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, today we're looking at something I think a lot of us struggle with. How do you actually capture spoken info efficiently and, make sense of it later?
Exactly. And we're focusing on a specific piece of tech. It's an AI-powered voice recorder.
Yeah, we've dug into a couple of online listings for this A3 AI voice recorder, 64 GB AI Chat GPT-4 intelligent voice recorder. Quite a mouthful.
It is. But these listings, they're kind of our map for figuring out what this thing actually does.
Right, so our mission basically is to get under the hood, understand its main functions, and figure out if this little gadget could genuinely help you if you deal with, say, lots of meetings, lectures, or just random thoughts you want to grab.
And a few things jumped out straight away, didn't they?
Oh yeah, definitely the AI transcription using ChatGPT-4. That sounds significant.
And the real-time voice-to-text thing, plus it looks tiny, and it claims to do smart summaries.
Okay, let's get into it. The main job, the core function, turning your voice or someone else's into written text.
Right. And the key differentiator here seems to be the AI, specifically that ChatGPT-4 integration. This suggests it's aiming higher than just basic voice recognition.
How so? Like, what does ChatGPT-4 bring that older tech might not?
Well, think about context. Traditional transcription can sometimes stumble over words that sound the same but mean different things, like there.
Right, annoying to fix.
Exactly. But something like ChatGPT-4, it understands language structure and context much better. So the idea is it should be way more accurate right off the bat because it can figure out the intended word based on the sentence. Could save a lot of editing time.
Okay, that makes sense. It's not just sound matching, it's like understanding.
Precisely. Now, about the cost of using this AI, one listing does mention something about free minutes.
Ah, yes, 400 minutes of transcription per month for free.
Yeah.
Which sounds, pretty generous as a starting point.
It does, but, and this is important, they do say if you go over that 400 minutes, there will be charges.
All right, so if you're recording like hours and hours every week, that's something you'd need to factor in.
Definitely. The listing apparently points to the first picture for the exact charging details, which, okay, we don't have that picture right here, but it's a crucial bit of info for a potential buyer, something to hunt down.
Good point. Okay, let's shift to how it captures the sound in the first place. It mentions a dual microphone system and something called Panoramic 6D plus AI noise reduction.
Yeah, that combo sounds like it's trying to solve the classic problem of recordings sounding rubbish because of background noise or distance.
So 2 mics, presumably to pick up sound better from different directions.
Probably. Dual mics can help create a stereo field or just give better coverage, maybe focusing on the speaker. The Panoramic 6D bit, honestly, sounds a bit like marketing jargon.
Baby.
But functionally, it likely means the mics are set up to capture audio well from, all around the device. Could be good for a meeting table situation.
And the AI noise reduction.
That's the more straightforward bit. The idea is it actively filters out unwanted sounds, keyboard tapping, air conditioning hum, maybe some chatter, leaving a clearer voice track for the AI to transcribe. Clearer audio in, better text out.
Makes sense. Now the size, this thing sounds tiny. One listing says 3.3 millimeters thick and 31 grams.
I know, 3.3 millimeter thick is, wow, that's incredibly slim. They say it can slip into any pocket.
Yeah, that's seriously portable. If you're running between meetings or classes, you barely notice it. Thinner than my phone, easily.
And that portability is a huge selling point. The aluminum alloy body suggests it's not too flimsy either, which is good if you're carrying it everywhere.
Oh, and it mentions a magnetic feature.
Yeah, interesting little add-on. Maybe you could stick it to a whiteboard or a metal surface for hands-free recording. Could be handy in some specific scenarios.
Okay, what about keeping it running? Battery life and storage.
It claims 12 hours of recording time from a 2-hour charge.
12 hours, that's solid. That covers pretty much any marathon meeting or a whole day of lectures.
Yeah, it seems quite efficient. And you don't have that constant worry about finding a charger midday.
And storage.
A hefty 64 gigabytes built in.
Ooh, okay. That's a lot for audio files.
It really is. The listing says you could capture days of content, and honestly, that doesn't sound like an exaggeration. Running out of space probably isn't going to be an immediate concern.
All right, moving beyond just recording, the smart features. AI summarization sounds like the killer app here.
I agree. Imagine getting the key points from a 2-hour meeting without listening back or reading the whole transcript. That's really appealing.
it tackles that feeling of being overwhelmed by information, right? Just give me the highlights.
Exactly. This is where the AI shows its value beyond just transcription. It's actually processing and condensing the information for you. It could save you so much time, maybe even break it down by topic.
And works with an app, Apple and Android.
Yep, dedicated app. Seems standard these days, but necessary for managing recordings, settings, maybe cloud syncing.
And the app enables remote call recording. That sounds intriguing.
It does. We'd need more detail on how it works. Is it recording calls made through the app or somehow interfacing with your phone's calls? But yeah, for professionals who need to document calls, that could be a very useful, if maybe ethically complex feature depending on consent laws.
Good point on the ethics.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you buy it, what's in the box?
Pretty standard stuff. The recorder itself, obviously. A magnetic charging cable, which is a nice touch, often easier than fiddling with ports.
Sure.
A user manual, hopefully a clear one, and the box it comes in.
Right. Now, the crucial part, price and availability. One source has it at 31 euros and 76 cents.
Yeah, under 32 euros. That seems surprisingly affordable for something with ChatGPT 4 integration and all these features.
It does, and that listing also mentions a new user bonus and claims it's the lowest price in 103 days. So maybe a good time to buy from that particular seller.
It suggests value, definitely. Makes the tech seem very accessible.
But then we look at the other source, banggood.com, and it's listed at $0.
Oh, yeah. $0, zero sold, zero stock.
That's less helpful. It does have one 5-star review, though, for what that's worth.
It definitely muddies the waters on availability and real-world pricing, doesn't it? The zero price could mean anything. Placeholder, out of stock, error.
Who knows? It just shows you really need to shop around and check the details before hitting buy.
Absolutely. Though interestingly, that Banggood page does list a ton of shipping destinations all over the world.
So they intend to sell it globally, it seems, even if that specific listing is currently a bit broken.
Yeah, it's that way. Oh, and like most sites these days, Banggood asks about cookies when you land there. Just the usual web browsing stuff.
Right, unavoidable. Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. What's the takeaway on this A3 AI voice recorder?
Well, on paper, it looks like a really compact, quite powerful little tool. You've got the AI transcription, the potentially very useful summarization.
Decent battery, loads of storage, that interesting call recording feature.
Yeah.
All in something super small.
Yeah, it seems squarely aimed at making it easier for you to capture spoken information and then actually use it efficiently, rather than having hours of audio just sitting there.
It definitely feels like it could streamline note-taking and processing info from meetings or lectures quite a bit.
For sure. The combination of features at that potential price point is compelling.
Which brings us to our final thought for you listening. How might a device like this accessible AI recorder and analyzer, actually change how you capture and interact with conversations, lectures, or even just your own thoughts day to day?
And what kind of ethical questions pop up when recording and AI analysis become this easy? Something to think about.